So there's a lot of processes to it. The biggest thing was just figuring out, all right, how do we get all these people in the same time at one place in the same Zoom call?
Recently, you had a very large video conference with Front Row.
That's right. Yep.
Would you mind telling us a little bit about how the planning of that went through? Because I imagine, just you briefly mentioning it, it sounded like it was a heck of a lot of work to organize all that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it was a lot of problem solving, let's say that. Fortunately, we brought on one person for this project, who is our broadcasting manager for it all. So he did all the back end stuff. We had to work with different freelancers, develop some identity stuff, plus some animations and whatnot. So there's a lot of processes to it. The biggest thing was just figuring out, all right, how do we get all these people in the same time at one place in the same Zoom call, and then output that to YouTube in a clean and professional way. Because we didn't want to just take a screenshot of a Zoom browser and then just plonk that on YouTube, or just put it on Instagram or something like that. We didn't want to do that. We wanted it to be clean. And so to do that, we had multiple cameras set up, multiple microphones. It was just a lot of problem solving that had to be done, and a lot of scratching heads. But we got there in the end. I guess, the biggest thing was scheduling people in. So we basically had this scheduled 3 months in advance, which kind of helps, especially when you're working with people like Christo, who are super busy and they're all over the globe speaking and whatnot. Trying to lock them in for a particular date is hard. So what we actually did was locked Chris in first because he was keen, and then we built everyone else around that. And fortunately enough for us, it just worked out perfectly in terms of the time. But there was a lot of stress that went involved.
It sounds like it, man. Organizing an event like that huge, is it I imagine that once everything gets started, once the wheels start turning and all the audience is in there, it must be the most rewarding experience in the world.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because on the day of us setting up, because we did it in a different location than what we were planning to. So we had to kind of move everything, but it was a really cool space that we did it in. But things were just going wrong that day. It was everything that could go wrong. The weather was crappy and we had to get all this gear from one side of the city in Melbourne to another. It was just absolutely insane. And everything was going wrong. But as soon as we went live, everything fell into place, which is so awesome. And it was just really good to enjoy that whole experience and just see the chat going absolutely mental. And then, just literally having a good time, and everything just works. So, you get to enjoy it a bit more.